Real quick, I wanna congratulate Lamar Jackson and the Ravens for pulling off. He got his first playoff win. I really did want the Titans to go, only because of Derrick Henry. But it's all good. I appreciate Lamar, Marcus Peters, all the guys over there.
He got a pick.
He did. He sealed the deal. He sealed the deal with his pick.
Oh, did he?
Marcus Peters. Yeah.
I couldn't pay much attention. I was working, so I couldn't pay much attention to the game. But I saw little shit. I would look and then see shit happening.
It was 2 minutes left in the game, and he got the pick.
They've been throwing a lot of shade on Lamar Jackson's name because he got to the playoffs with. This is his third time.
It's only his third time,
and he lost the first 2 times. Yeah. So they was throwing a lot of shade on my man's name, yo.
Too much. I was seeing too much. I'm just like, Joe, damn. This is his third year, consecutive time making it to the playoffs. So what that he lost both of the games, he made it to the playoffs in 3 consecutive years. So come on now, don't do all that bullshit.
I think the problem happens when I think that stigma of okay, you got to the playoffs 2 times back to back, got knocked out the first game. You're not getting it done in those big game moments. I think we need to start giving niggas some leeway. Not everybody can be Patrick Mahomes. Not everybody everybody can be like LeBron or something like that.
I could see them being like, oh, he was the MVP, and of course that adds on added pressure too. But still, my nigga, what the fuck? He was the only one of those 5 quarterbacks in that draft class to have had made it to the playoffs. Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you meant that year?
I'm saying of that draft class.
Oh, of that draft class.
They were all in the same draft class. And he was the first one to do it. So what that he didn't win the first one or even the second one.
But I will say, other than Josh Rosen, all three of them quarterbacks that you just named, 3 of the quarterbacks that you just
are
named,
in the playoffs.
And one passed the first round.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield. Shout out to the fucking Browns.
Hey.
Put foots in the Steelers, yo.
Okay. First of all, to my homie Jawan in North Carolina. First of all, I meant to say something to him at the beginning of the interview in congratulating the Steelers for winning that last week. But now, it's fuck that shit, nigga. That nigga sent me a video. He was like, hey, bruh, I'm over here hurt, nigga. I'm over here I'm looking for a new team, nigga. I was like, yeah, you might. He said, I might have to go over to the Ravens, nigga.
What?
I said, it's a dub, nigga. Y'all lost.
No, you can't go conference. You can't go interconference. Nah. You can't. I'm not gonna stop liking the Raiders and go like the Broncos.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
I will say it's hard to root against the Chiefs because I like Andy Reid. I like Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. I like Tyreek Hill. I like Travis Kelce. He got a black girl. It's a lot of love on that side. It's very tough. Hard. It's very hard to dislike them.
At first, in past teams, it's easy to hate the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
But this team,
it's hard.
It's very hard.
And they're so good.
Yeah,
they're just good.
Exactly. Tyreek Hill.
They look like the football version of Golden State.
What's it called? Hardman? No, yeah, for sure. That year, yes, that's them.
Like the 73 and 19.
Top 5 of each position type shit. They have a top 5 in each position. That shit's crazy. But yeah. So Steelers, you guys are ass.
Trash.
Just want to say the first play of the game just told the rest of the game.
Garbage.
The first snap was a touchdown going the other way. 28 points in the first half. 28-0.
I thought it was the first quarter.
First quarter.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
28-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
35-0 in the first half. Oh no, 35-7 in the first half. You guys scored going into the half, whatever. Then you guys kind of tried to come back. It didn't really work. This nigga Ben over 500 yards, 4 interceptions,
4 TDs. But that's going to happen when you're playing from behind and you don't have a run game. But then you can't even run the ball because you're behind.
Run game. Yeah, that too.
You can't run the ball because you're
because you need to pass. Everything needs to be passed.
Yeah, you have to get down the field.
70 attempts. Damn near had 70 attempts. Like, my nigga. Jesus Christ. But like you said, that's going to happen because
it's going to have to happen.
You're playing from behind.
Yeah.
Y'all was just doomed. That shit was trash. Shout out to the Bills, Terrin.
Oh, shout out Terrin. Shout out Terrin, Johnson, and the Bills.
Yes, and shout out to the Saints. I knew that they was going to take care of business. It was the fucking Bears. It is what it is.
They defensive coordinator just retired, I think.
Who, the Bears?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if that matters, but
Not at all.
that's just what I saw today.
Not at all. And then as far as the Natty, congratulations to Alabama. I love Alabama.
God, Alabama.
Roll Tide, Roll Tide, Roll Tide.
God, Justin Fields.
What about him?
I'm just playing. I just like it's like I looked at the box score and it was like I looked at his. I think he threw for like $149, and then you go over to Alabama side and that nigga threw for 460.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
4 TDs, no interceptions.
And then Ohio State let a receiver go for 3 TDs and 200 yards in the first half. Come on, y'all, get it together. What is going on now?
It's crazy to think of how it would have looked had he played the whole game, because he only played the first half. That's first half numbers. He did not play the second half. His first half looked like a whole game.
Yeah.
So that would have been scary to see that nigga play another half. Oh my God, he probably would have set a record for sure.
Yo, people were mad at Alabama or Nick Saban for making bro play, not Devontae.
Yeah,
Smith.
They were Waddle.
Yeah,
they were.
They was not happy about that, yo.
Because I didn't know to what extent, like the situation of why he wasn't playing, but he had a fractured ankle earlier. But from what they were saying in the game during his rehab, they had set the date for his return last night. Last night. They set his date for return last night. But he was still limping and shit. Like, he didn't look comfortable on the ankle. So, he wanted to play regardless just because. And they allowed him to do that. But they should have just been like, nah, you're good. That's what a lot of NFL players were saying. Like, y'all shouldn't have let him play even though he wanted to play out of the, betterment for his health. But he only played a few snaps. Honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I just seen it later.
Yeah, I watched the whole game. He only played a few snaps, so it wasn't that bad. But he caught a couple passes. He was looking nice, even on the bad ankle. But they was just doing their shit. Defense was doing work. What's his face? Battle. I didn't even know who. That's a hard ass bad name. Hard ass last name. First of all, Battle. You seen Savage for the Packers, and now Battle. But that nigga got ejected for targeting. Like in the first quarter, I think it was fucked up. That hit
from
was
Bama?
hard. Yeah.
Okay.
It was hard. Then this other nigga, the safety for Ohio, this nigga was laying hits, but niggas was absorbing them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Najee caught the ball as soon as he turned around. Bow.
Ooh.
But stayed up and like,
is that the dude that broke Devontae Smith's thumb?
No. That was a linebacker who did that. But then he did it again to another nigga who, it was like a crossing route. Boom, caught it, met him. Bow! Absorbed it. And like, I was like, you look like you smacking these niggas. But these niggas is just not,
Eating them.
I'm like, what is going on? Because you hear these shits like, and then they're still up. Like, I'm like, damn, like this is the most hardest, softest hits I've never seen. What the fuck? And then real quick, another shout out to Robinson Jr. I look forward to seeing what you have in store, sir. Running back after Najee.
Oh, the backup.
The backup number 4.
Yeah.
That nigga hit a nigga with a stiff arm and trucked the nigga at the same time. I think it was only like a 6-yard carry, but nigga, it was amazing.
Impressive.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
Very.